Okay, so terrible recording, terrible editing. I know. Bitch at me in the comments. I don't have to tell you. We did the, what do we want to call this? Bulkhead?
Like power stud.
Power stud. So it's power stud right there because we have to get power from the remote battery in the trunk to the starter, and then the starter goes to the alternator on the charge cable from Wiring Specialties. So that, we use that. We're going to have to make another hole for the ethanol sensor to get through, but that's easy. That's a small hole. But we just used, there was a hole there already, and that's basically the only flat spot that's accessible. So that's what we did. We're gonna make, Ricky's got the 4-gauge power wire going on over here. We're gonna make a terminated end to go to the back side of that with the silicone protector, and then run it behind the dash, flop it out on the passenger floor, because that's got to go to the distribution block. This little guy. So do you have ends for this, or are you just putting like raw cable in there? You have the, okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Yeah. How does that work? You just pinch it?
So you go to here, you strip enough to fill this thing.
The red part?
Mm-hmm. Well, you strip this back enough to fill this little channel, the silver part.
Then you put that in there so that when it crimps it down, it doesn't fray the cable like an old audio install.
A lot of audio installers are now using these.
That's smart, because usually when you crimp down, when you crimp down on this Allen key, it just like bleh.
So you can also do it to where you don't even crimp this. You just like, you feed it through, and then when you tighten this down, it actually compresses this thing right here onto the wire. But it keeps it in the barrel, but it like crushes it all together.
It's like lead or something.
So as long as you have a decent block, this is from Amazon, but it's actually like pretty heavy duty.
Bro, this is recoil.
Recoil.
So yeah, we're gonna do that. Run that line over, and that goes to the block. The block then will also have another line going to the fuse box, and then there's gonna be a 2-gauge wire running to the battery in the trunk. And then he also got a battery today. What's his battery for?
RSX Type S.
RSX Type S. We went with this size battery because the full size batteries that we found are just a pain in the ass size wise. Are you getting a tray that fits this?
I only got this battery because
of a tray.
Because trays exist for that battery.
So there's a tray for this. Is it what, billet aluminum?
Yeah.
So there's a billet aluminum tray that we're going to put in the trunk. That's meant to fit this size battery. Yeah. And this battery is the only battery that also has the same cold cranking amps that this motor requires.
So apparently you need one cold crank amp per cubic inch. So then I did 2.4 liter converted to cubic inch. Theoretically, to turn it over, you only need like 200.
Yeah.
So that one's like 4 something. That should be fine.
All right. Well, we're gonna start making some lines. Again, always making lines, but it's battery lines now, so we're getting close.
Like the insulation doesn't go in, it stops right there, so don't pull out.
I'm just gonna set it. You good? Just do it. That didn't do shit. So it's not the right size.
That was on 4?
C, but I don't understand this tool, so maybe now.
What is it on now?
It's still 4. I don't know if 4 is supposed to be on the top or the bottom.
That was like 6. Oh, it was on 2. You can see the imprint.
Good? Mm-hmm. Watch your arm, retard. That don't look great.
It's like hot from that. I think that they said that it creates butterflies because it's not like a professional grade tool, but
it's on there. That's all that matters.
You can use like pliers and just bend the butterfly down.
It doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything.
It's gonna be stubby.
Heat shrink?
Yep.
Now let's go over there and do that. What do you... Oh, yeah, here we go with the hammering with the fucking...
Yeah, fuck it. I think they use the tool, they like go around it and like do it again, but...
Do you want to do it again from the other direction? It's not going to hurt it.
Just like a little bit, not... I don't think you need to go all the way. That's fine, go all the way. Cut it.
What fucking, what butterfly? Clip them wings, son. Alright, so that one's done on the inside, underneath the dash. Just terminated on the floor, the passenger side for right now. We're going to make the other one from the engine bay to the starter. Come on, Ricky. Use your muscles, buddy. Doesn't matter which way you're attacking, it's going to be double crimped anyway. Wait, hold on, let me hold it like this. Fucking idiot.
I was pushing in, you know. Ready?
Yeah. Fucking weak ass fucking wrist. What's wrong with you?
Hold on.
You okay?
No.
This guy works out.
It's... Okay.
Do it again.
Oh,
Are you good?
I'm like, how much fucking more do you want me to open this thing up?
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna go like a little bit.
Just do the whole thing. Give it the beans.
That's good.
It did the same shit. I forgot to put the heat sleeve on.
It'll go over it.
I forgot to put the silicone thing on.
Still have the other end of the cable, bro.
Alright, we're gonna go shrinky dinky this down.
Our new one for the SCI, I filled up my sink with Dawn dish soap and filled it up. I put the whole harness in water with the Dawn dish soap, and I used a scrubbing brush, scrubbed the whole harness, let it soak, drained it, rinsed it, and then ended up buying a new harness anyway.
It was falling apart?
Because just everything was brittle. Like the clips were brittle. So actually, it was clean as fuck, but...
Well, not sponsored, but you should sponsor us. These work great for cleaning basically anything, but he's just cleaning the harness.
Oh, look at the difference.
With tub of towel. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to see what the colors are and trace through the harness what we got going on. Our goal is to remove all of the, I mean, maybe not all of it, this isn't have to stay together, but like the relay blocks, like we're going to try to individual relays. But yeah, so we're working on cleaning up the harness so we can section forward for the headlights and side markers and all that, and the horns. We're going to put some hella horns, or hella horn, one.
Hella horny.
Yeah, got some progress done. Of course, you know, we haven't been recording very well because we're trying to blitz through some things. So what did we do today?
We got the fuel pump relay installed.
We did.
We got the trunk carpet installed.
We did that.
Rear strut bars installed.
What else did we do in the trunk that we didn't record?
We bed linered the whole trunk.
We did that.
Battery tray, battery.
Billet.
We made custom battery cables.
We did that.
Let's see, we snaked the power wire through the interior.
Yes.
Pulled all the rear seats out, vacuumed.
We have to clean the rear seats because they are booty.
We cleaned them before too, but when I went to paint, the guy left all the windows down and
Typical body shop
painted
bullshit.
the whole car. Just compounded the interior. So, alright, just gonna have to clean
Cool.
this. Ours looks a million times better.
We'll clean it. We'll section off what we can. We're going to
Yeah, you
pull
just go
back
like
what
this.
we're not using because there's a lot of shit here that we're not using. Huh?
Well,
Hold on, do that again.
go like this right here.
Cool, harness is done. And we're going to try to pull everything back and get it out of the way and figure out what needs to go forward and then push it forward. You got some fancy plugs for in the wheel well, and we're going to drill a hole through this and just push through what we need and put a grommet. We extended the oil pressure sensor harness today. We did a lot today, wow. We got some pretty fancy fake carbon fiber rear strut bar in there.
Yeah.
Well, it's real carbon fiber, but
It's carbon fabric laid over an aluminum tube.
yeah, who makes that? Cusco, right?
Cusco.
Yeah, it's Cusco. We put that on. We took out the factory amp.
Weight reduction.
Yeah. I'll go show you the trunk really quick while he's doing this. So yeah, here's the oil pressure situation. Oh, it's blurry. You could probably see that, maybe. I don't know. Nothing else in the engine bay today. And that's super dark, so let me get a flashlight. Those are really sweet. Alright, so we've got the factory trunk carpets in, right there with the clips, and then, who makes this battery tray?
DC5 Creations.
But don't buy it because it's only for Hondas. So that side, the carpet's in. This is the custom battery terminal situation we got going on. It came with a, whatever you want to call that, fuse block, fusible link. And you can't see because I'm not going to rip the carpet up, but this is all bed linered, nice. Got the ground sitting there. I don't know if you could tell, but we made a nice fresh, too much light. Fresh surface there for the ground. Ground's running there. Crusty ass seats are here on the floor. Oh, that's his. Don't worry about the quesadilla maker. The ghost box is what we're going to use for the radio situation. You should look them up. They're pretty cool. His Tanaka harness is on the floor. The real Takatas are just expired. I'm expired. Cool, so we're gonna get started on this and do an update maybe in a little bit once we start sectioning.